Just over a year ago, Vitalism Studies was introduced to Red Dead Online, part of the Naturalist updates. And because of the fact that you have the ability to get a free Vitalism Studies pamphlet with the Prime Gaming link to your Rockstar Social Club, as well as a discount on a Vitalism Studies pamphlet as one of the free rewards for Quick Draw Club number 3. And the fact that it's been broken for about a year now, I thought it'd be a good time to reflect on the Vitalism Studies and explain why, in my opinion, it's broken. I did do a thoughts video a year ago when Vitalism Studies came out, so this is, I guess you could say, a follow-up, a sequel, if you will, to that previous thoughts video. By the way, your thoughts, your views, your opinions regarding Vitalism Studies a year later, welcome below in the comments section. So, Vitalism Studies, going to cost you basically, first off, 25 gold bars in order to get the Naturalist role through Harriet. So you have to first and foremost be a Naturalist. 25 gold bars, please. Then you have to reach rank 5 in the Naturalist role in order to unlock the Vitalism Studies. You get to be up to 4 animals total. Only 4. No more, no less. I know, there's only a couple of animals in Red Dead Online, if you noticed. But the 4 that came out, first and foremost, was a buck, a male deer, which you could actually get free. The boar pamphlet, which was 10 gold bars. Rabbit pamphlet, 8 gold bars. And I believe the possum pamphlet was around the same as well. So, yes, we only have a total, as of right now, 4 animals that you could transform into thanks to Vitalism Studies. But it did not just cost you gold bars for those pamphlets, except for, obviously, the buck pamphlet. You also had to go across the map and pick up Harriet flowers. We're just going to call them Harriet flowers. These are a pain in the ass to get, even if you happen to know where they are, because I think there's, 30-something of those flowers scattered across the map. You can go and find maps online. I was trying to use the interactive map to bring up the flowers once again. I was able to do so a year ago, but I think they've made some changes to that interactive map, and I couldn't figure it out. It's probably on me. The flowers are probably there on the interactive map, so that's just me. But at the same time, it's still a royal pain to go around collecting these Harriet flowers. So you go around the map collecting Harriet flowers, and then you have to go to a specific location because you can't just spawn into a buck or a boar or a rabbit or a possum wherever you want. You have to go to the specific spot for each of these animals, and there's only one spot each in order to transform into that specific animal. And it obviously costs you a certain number of Harriet flowers. For example, the buck is going to cost you 5 Harriet flowers each time you transform into a buck. Also 5 Harriet flowers for each time you transform into a boar. 3 Harriet flowers every time you transform into a rabbit, as well as 3 Harriet flowers for the possum. As you can tell, that's the only other one I managed to get besides the buck pamphlet, because I really didn't feel like spending gold bars on the boar or rabbit pamphlet, but I did happen to get that free Vitalism Studies pamphlet thanks to having my Prime Gaming link to my Rockstar Social Club, giving me a chance to run around and scurry about as a possum for only a few minutes. Yes, we'll get to that in a moment as well. So there is no guarantee that once you have the Naturalist role, or rank 5, or the specific pamphlet you want, or the certain number of Harriet flowers, that when you go to that specific location on the map where you can transform into either a buck, a boar, rabbit, possum, that you actually are going to be able to transform into that animal. Because sometimes it does not work. Case in point, the first time I tried to transform into a possum, I spent 3 Harriet flowers only to be a possum for like a split second, and then quickly was transformed back into a human. Did I get to keep my 3 Harriet flowers? No! I had to go find more Harriet flowers scattered across the map, and then eventually come back once I had enough Harriet flowers in order to try being a possum again. Fortunately for me, the second time was the charm, and I was actually able to be a possum for like 5+ minutes. It actually offered me the ability to extend the time as a possum. All I had to do was fork over another Harriet flower, but the truth is I didn't feel like I got to be a possum that much longer after extending the time frame for being a possum. It was kind of cool roaming around as a possum. That was neat. Another prime example of it being broken is I was only able to be a buck for like several seconds, maybe a minute or 2 at the most, before magically I became a human again. As far as I can tell, I didn't hurt my buck. I didn't get shot or killed by an animal. It just went black, and I was a human again in Red Dead Online. 2 times out of 3, I experienced the Vitalism Studies breaking on me. Once for being a buck, and once for being a possum. And this is extremely annoying, especially the fact that you go to a specific area after collecting all these flowers, which are spending gold bars on these Vitalism Study pamphlets, or getting them for free if you're lucky. Before that, rank 5 naturalist roll, after you've dropped 25 gold bars to get the naturalist roll with Harriet, only for you to be a buck, boar, rabbit, or possum for roughly 5 minutes in only a small area on the map. On the other side, GTA Online and GTA 5 actually did it considerably better. Another prime example of Rockstar taking something from GTA 5, GTA Online, and screwing it up when they copy-pasta it to Red Dead Online. In story mode of GTA 5 on PS4, Xbox One, forwards compatible to PS5, Xbox Series, as well as PC, you're able to roam around the map and find peyote plants and transform into nearly 30 different animals. And on occasion, Rockstar actually allows you to do this in GTA Online as well. Usually around Halloween season, they'll put the peyote plants back into GTA Online. So yeah, way more animals you can transform into. All you gotta do is go find a specific peyote plant, consume it, and then you transform into this animal or that animal. And as long as your animal doesn't die, you can be that animal for as long as you want. You can roam around the entire map if you want to. And not only that, you can either be a land animal, or you can be a bird, which means you can actually go up and fly around the map as a bird, or you could be one of the sea creatures, such as a killer whale, a dolphin, sharks, etc. Even though Red Dead Online has considerably more animals than GTA 5 has in its game, because bear in mind, there are no animals in GTA Online, you still get a better deal with the peyote plants in GTA 5, and on occasion GTA Online transforming into animals than we get in Red Dead Online. It is a complete ripoff, and it is broken. Even if every now and then you're able to transform into a buck, boar, rabbit, or possum, the cost is way higher in my opinion. The time that is wasted on roaming around the map, grabbing those Harriet flowers, only to go to that specific location, and if you're lucky, you get to be that animal for maybe 5 minutes, and then those flowers are gone, and you only got to be an animal in a small spot instead of being allowed to roam around the entire map. If Rockstar would have simply just copy-pasted the way it is in GTA 5, GTA Online, to Red Dead Online, exactly like that. Of course, they would have to put gold bars for each pamphlet, right? Okay, fine. Gold bar pamphlets for all animals in Red Dead Online, but you have a pamphlet for each animal, and you don't have to go around picking up those stupid Harriet flowers. You can transform into any animal you want as long as you have the gold to buy the pamphlet, and you could be the animal throughout the map of Red Dead Online. You could go and be a rabbit, hopping around from New Austin all the way up to the Grizzlies if you want, or you can go up from Roanoke Ridge as a bear, all the way down into Lemoyne, or you get the idea basically. That's the way it should have been. Unfortunately, that is not the case when it comes to Vitalism Studies, which is broken in several ways, in my humble opinion. Will we ever get more animals to transform into with the Vitalism Studies? And will Rockstar ever fix the issue that causes players to be unable to transform into these animals, even after doing all the steps necessary in order to transform into a buck, boar, rabbit, or possum? Yeah, I wouldn't bet the farm on that. Unless they happen to come out with a naturalist expansion update down the road, which unfortunately is probably a very real possibility. Anyways, my thoughts about Vitalism Studies over a year later. It's broken. It could have been way better if they would have simply just copy-pasted what we had in GTA 5 and GTA Online over to Red Dead Online, but I'm tired of repeating myself. But your thoughts, your views, your opinions regarding Vitalism Studies. What do you think Rockstar could do to actually improve it? As always, welcome below in the comments section.